Hey guys, it's been a while since I've shared anything. Figured it's time to get back on it. So today, while I was working, I got to thinking, and I guess what was going through my mind was, can success be part-time? Basically, the question that I posed in my own head was, can you be successful, truly successful at anything, and only do it some of the time? And I don't think you can. I think that almost by definition, to be successful at whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it is be a good father or mother or Christian or business owner or friend, the list goes on. You are required to do that thing. You don't have to spend 60 hours a week doing whatever it is, but you have to be reliable, dependable. You have to People have to be able to count on you, and that requires commitment and availability to serve in that whatever capacity that you're being shown to serve in. And so, I've often thought, well, I'd like to just do this part-time as far as work goes. And I don't think cutting back hours is a bad idea, but at the same time, what makes someone valuable is basically whether or not people can depend on them. And if you're talking monetarily or in business, your ability to be depended on results in value and income, ultimately. You could relate it to being a good husband. If it's your goal, which it is one of mine, to be a great husband, then you can't just come home once a week or once every couple weeks and be good and help out and say nice things and have a conversation with your wife and sit down and eat and those sorts of things. Like you can't be successful at anything and only do it part way, if that makes sense. A verse comes to mind where Paul says, whatever your hands find to do, do it heartedly as unto the Lord and not as unto men. And what I get from that is, give it your all. I think it's very important for us to find out what we want to be successful at, what we really don't care about, and what we can do away with, because it's really easy to get really scattered and to ultimately fail at a whole bunch of things and not succeed at the very few things that we should be good at. Let me see if I can remember this quote that I heard recently. It was something to the effect of, the people that are on this earth that do nothing are the same people that think that they can do everything. And that's so true. Like, if you think you can do everything well, you're failing. I guarantee you. On many levels. You may be able to do a lot, but you can't do it all well. It's impossible. We have a finite amount of time that we can stay awake and stay focused. And that requires us to be very to use discretion and to try to be careful about how we spend our time and what are we aiming at. Anyway, so it's my encouragement today to just take stock. What is really important. Write it down. I think there's power in writing stuff down. I don't understand why, but I've noticed when I write things down, my mind seems to wrap around it a little easier, and it seems to kind of stick with me, whether it be a Bible verse or a to-do list, or for instance, you go to the grocery store, you write a list and go in the store. Even if you forget the list, typically you still get about 98% of the items on the list. If you don't write a list and go in the store, you'll be doing good to probably get 70% of the things, right? Because you end up going in there and you're scattered. Something about writing things down, it makes it stick. For me, anyway. Anyway, that's off topic. But, so, yeah, my encouragement is to just focus. We really, as the world gets crazier, and as we use these devices more, including the one that I'm holding in my hand, the more scattered that I think we're going to get if we're not super careful about what we actually want to be good at. And we got to be purposeful in that, and we got to know what we're committed to and what we're not committed to. And you may have to trim the fat, but ultimately there's probably only a handful of things, literally, you may only be able to count them on one hand, the things that you actually want to excel at. For me, it would be father, husband, brother to my brothers in the church, and that is not just the building that I go to, but God's greater church. That's 3. Business owner, and that would encompass, the leadership of anyone that's working with me, and I think I said dad, and I would say friend probably, and that's 5 right there, and maybe son. I would say son. That's 5 or 6 things, and man, beyond that, gosh, I think anything beyond that would probably be extra. So, it's tough. It's tough to nail it and to get it right all the time, but all I'm trying to say is that it requires consistency regardless of what you do. And I'll throw one more thing in there I heard recently, and it just makes total sense. It's, and I'm sure you've heard it, it says, choose your hard, right? Choose your hard, man, that's deep, because if you think about it, to not take on any responsibility, to not be dependable, to not be someone that people can count on, to not be reliable, to be that person is going to be really hard. And you may think, oh, it'd be easy because you don't have no responsibilities, you ain't got to do nothing. You're probably going to be really poor, and you're probably going to be really broke. And I've been poor, and I've been broke, and I'm telling you, it's not fun. If you've never experienced it, it's not a walk in the park. So, not being reliable and dependable, and people being able to count on you, it's not fun. You'll find that your circle of influence dwindles, and you ultimately have very few people you can count on, if any. And more than likely, the people in your circle are just like you. And good luck getting help with anything. So, on the contrary, if you are reliable and dependable in all the things we spoke of, it's going to be difficult in another way. It's going to be difficult in that you've got to uphold your end of the deal. And there's going to be ups and downs, and there's going to be days where you do not want to go do the thing, whatever the thing is, but you said you would, and you made the commitment, and you're going to be the person that does the thing, and it's going to be hard, but at the end of the day, I'm choosing that hard, because that hard's a whole lot better than the other one. So, anyway, hope this makes sense. I hope this helps someone, encourages someone. Maybe I'll do some more videos. We'll see. Anyways, you guys have a blessed day. Take care.